Venue like it. Welcome inside the Grand Theater. Next to me is Johnny Nelson.
I feel like a fraud. How have I got these ringside seats?
Time for our tail of the tape. Joe Louis. He's 6'2" tall, 181 pounds, one of the best right hands in the business. He'll square off against The Rock, Rocky Marciano. He's 5'10" tall, one of the greatest heavyweights to ever live. Undefeated.
Talk about hot seats in the house. I am so lucky to be sat where I am watching this fight live. I can tell my grandkids about this.
The Brown Bomber, Joe Louis. His fight against Matt Schmeling, one of the most important fights in the history of this fine sport. The Rock, Rocky Marciano, the Brockton Brawler himself, one of the greatest fighters of all time. A sparkling record and one of the best to ever do it.
They have waited for this fight for so long, Tom. This is ridiculous.
And now we toss it up to the world-renowned ring announcer, Mr. Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 15 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, and iconic longtime world champion who defended his title for a record of 12 years, introducing a heavyweight champion of the world, the Brown Bomber, Joe Louis. Fighting out of the blue corner, here is a Hall of Fame legend from Brockton, Massachusetts, a Ring Magazine world champion and an undisputed heavyweight champion of the world, the Brockton blockbuster, Rocky Marciano.
Welcome inside this unique environment, a beautiful theater, ready for a fist fight.
Todd, I even hear fighters cannot get tickets for their friends and family. This is how much a buzz a big fight creates. Good luck.
We're expecting an all-out offensive display. He misses with that jab. Might want to back out of the pocket here. Look how slow these punches are. Good counter punching. One of the most famous knockouts in heavyweight history took place when these two first met as Marciano sent Joe Louis crashing through the ropes.
So you look at Rocky Marciano, where did it all spring from? This was that fight that put him on the map. You heard about him, but you'd never seen him. Then he went in there with a hero. He had the nation's heart, Joe Louis. But what did he do? He didn't just beat Joe Louis, he knocked him out.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. He misses with that jab.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Good counter punch. What is this fighter doing? There's nothing behind these punches. Hey, those punches add up. Neither man really defending them. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fight to get out there and get the job done.
Unfortunately, this fighter not going to get more time to heal up as we get set to jump back in the action. What do we expect to see here in round 2? Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. This counter-puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then we'll strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
Good left hand. Oh, that punch. And he misses with that jab. Good counter left hand there. You're not going to see a lot of finesse and skills from this guy. He wants to bury his forehead in your chest and pound away.
Oh, man, you've got swarm in your face. You've got to try and push him off, make him go into the rope. You've got to sometimes fight fire with fire. Hit him low on the blind side of the referee. Get him angry.
He can't score with that uppercut. Oh, and they just got their bell rung. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. I promise you, all 3 judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
And there's the bell for round 3. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going. The positives and negatives in the heavyweight division are the same. You can win the fight with 1 punch, and you can lose the fight in 1 punch.
Guys that carry so much power, of course they're going to look for that knockout because it makes a night a little bit shorter. You don't get paid any extra for overtime.
That punch landed. That counter shot lands. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this guy that can seriously hurt you?
Todd, we know one of these fighters can knock you out with a simple jab. They're that powerful. Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to think him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little Fagin and pickpocket him.
That punch scores. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
Back at it in round 4. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've done in the ring with fights like that and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out of there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
And wait a minute, a left hand lands. Back and forth they go, neither fighter willing to back down. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster.
Totally impressed. You know what? You got skill. You got... Oh, my goodness. I admire these guys.
Both men step back for just a moment. Neither fighter willing to sit down on these punches. They're arm punches. They're scoring, but they're not going to hurt anybody. Got to let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Nice counter. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecards. Gonna need a knockout.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
And there's the bell to start round 5. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
This fighter's sort of the death by 1,000 paper cuts approach. He'll hit you 1,000 times before you can land one.
You've got to ruffle their feathers, Todd. You cannot let them get comfortable, drag them, get them complaining to the referee, because once somebody with excellent foot speed and excellent power gets into the rhythm, the fight is over.
Coming back to life now, starting to land some punches. Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
And these shots, even if they land, are going to do no damage. And he fails to score with that left hook. Punch, counter punch. Nice punch. Timing beat. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
And there's the bell to start round 6. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job. So far, it seems like aggression has been the key. This fighter just not slowing down.
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown a shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you, they want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
These two were made for each other. You'd like to see more jabs. These two are the perfect dance partners. We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer. This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, someone can take you out with a simple jab. It can be intimidating, just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Nice offensive display, landing that left counter. Oh, what a punch! Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Good left counter that lands. They've got the momentum, they've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
And there's the bell to start round 7. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round? He threw the hook, didn't land. Stamina is so important for these two fighters because it allows them to use their skills throughout the match. It could all come down to who's in better shape.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
What a punch! Defense is not an option for these two. Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
A very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
They score again with the left hand. Nice counter punch. That one lands. Big hook thrown, but it doesn't connect. Ten seconds left. Good counter right hand again. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
And that'll do it for the minute break as we get set to get back in the action. And there's the bell to start round 8. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. That left counterpunch will score. When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
Nice exchange here from both men. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. Looks like this fighter did not work on defense this training camp. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong, because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
That's another scoring shot. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes we just saw.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the tournament's got to put a firecracker on that fight to get out there and get the job done.
And we enter the ninth. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going. Neither man really defending themselves. Not a lot of defense here at all. This fighter's certainly not going to out-throw their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. Solid punch. Both men step back for just a moment. You don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. He missed with that jab. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
We've made it to round 10. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going. They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's all right to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
And a counter left. Neither man really defending themselves. Nice exchange here from both men. Good counter-punching from both these fighters. Correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're dealing with someone with so much speed, you've got to get your timing right.
When you've got a fast fighter, they will cut you to ribbons, and they know it's a matter of time before either you get desperate or the referee jumps in and saves you. This is a natural gift.
Both men step back for just a moment. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
And there's the bell to start round 11. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. Good right hand. Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you can hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Trying to answer back. Missed him with that uppercut. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. Left punch. One of these fighters is starting to run out of gas. What do you do as a fighter when you just don't have the energy?
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Catch and shoot. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
There's the bell for round 12. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here. Nice job landing with that right hand counter. Fantastic punch. This is not good strategy. Those punches are doing nothing. There's a counter shot. No power in those punches. Beautiful counter shot. We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that? Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. What a world championship fight we're seeing, ladies and gentlemen. Nice counter shot with the right hand. Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. You don't want to trade shots. So that left lands. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
They ring the bell, and here we go. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. Nice job landing that left counter punch. There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
Todd, we know one of these fighters can knock you out with a simple jab. They're that powerful.
That punch lands. They better start respecting each other's punching power. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. We hear that old phrase, second win. You've got to find it somehow.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want. Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
And he misses with the left uppercut. That left shot lands. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fight to get out there and get the job done.
And there's the bell to start the round. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going. By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. Good counter-punching for both these athletes. They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
I've seen some fights with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
A very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Right punch. It's defend yourself at all times, but this fighter hasn't defended themselves at all. Both men step back for just a moment. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Counter right. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
They ring the bell, and here we go. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. This fighter has tested their opponent's power and apparently isn't impressed as they continue to walk through all these power shots.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's all right to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in. Swing and a miss with the hook. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them. More than happy.
This is certainly an aggressive fighter, but that doesn't always mean success. How many times have you seen a fighter chase a superior athlete around the ring and just get picked apart even though they were the one pushing the tempo?
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want, because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a tear. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way, and they'll get so angry, so frustrated.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Well, it's go back to the drawing board time, a unanimous decision victory.
This is the last thing we expected. What a fight, what a style, what a pace to get a unanimous decision. That is mad. I didn't see that coming. I thought this would be tight. This is nowhere near tight.